Alright, so I have I'm doing a sound test in decibels and also in hopefully how it sounds. So I'm using two iPhones. One iPhone I have up here, this is iPhone SE. Both of them are iPhone SEs. This one is here to just catch the decibel, and obviously it's using the phone's microphone. The reason why I have it upside down is, because the microphone is over here, so I don't want it to be pointing downwards, or I don't even want it to be pointing towards, wherever. I think pointing it up is more realistic, as far as because people, when you're standing around, so if you're listening, your ears are not pointing down, right? It's more surrounding. So I think this has a better shot at that. But also you can see the numbers even though it's upside down, so you just don't mind that. So on the other phone, the one that you're seeing the video right now, that phone is actually using a different microphone. I'm not using that phone's microphone. I have a Rode RODE microphone on there, so it's a little bit more directional, and I think it sounds a little bit more realistic as well. And I have it at let's look down here. I have it at 10 feet. At a 45-degree angle to the car behind it, right? So 10 feet away, 45-degree angle, and right now the car doesn't have any baffles in it. The exhaust doesn't have any baffles in it. So this baffle here, this is the baffle that comes with it. That goes into the tailpipe. So it's basically it's just a little pipe basically that goes in like that. Actually, it's facing this way, so it goes in like that. So it makes it a little bit smaller. The exhaust hose makes it a little bit smaller. And this one is so this is no baffle insert, and this is the baffled insert. And you see how it's perforated, and there's actually fiberglass in there. So right now there's no baffle, no insert at all on the car. So I'm gonna start it up. So right now the car is completely cold. The engine is completely cold. It hasn't been ran since last night. So it's completely cold. I'm gonna run it. I'm gonna basically start it up. You can hear how it starts when it's cold. I'm gonna let it run for maybe like a minute or so. So give it a chance to warm up a little bit. Then I'm gonna rev it up to say 3, 4, maybe 5,000 RPM. I'll do it in stages. I'll go up to like say 3. Then I'll rev it down. I hold it there for like a few seconds, and I rev it up, then I let go, then rev it up to 4 for a few seconds, let it go, and 5 for a few seconds, let it go. So that way you guys could have basically hear how it sounds. And without the baffle at all, you notice that it will be higher pitched. It'll be more raspy, and you put this the insert in. It'll be the raspiness will the higher pitch will go down a little bit, but it still has a higher pitch. Then when you put the baffled insert in, it'll be even less, basically a lower pitch with this baffled insert in. So as you go insert, lower pitch, but also the volume, the actual volume of the sound will also go down just a tiny bit. It's just enough of a difference between the three that you will hear. You will notice a difference. If you're listening to it, you'll notice that there's a difference in volume, but it's not so much where it sounds like it's a big difference. It's just enough that you will notice that there is a difference in volume, and kind of similar with the pitch here too. There's just enough that you can hear there's a little bit of a difference, and that's it. It's not much. It's not a huge difference basically. But if I jump from no insert at all to the baffled insert, there'll be a bigger change in sound versus jumping from the no insert to the non-baffled insert versus the baffled insert. Alright, so let me go start up the car. Again, the car is cold. baffle, but also the actual sound too. It was like 92 decibels, and also it jumped down to about about 100, about 10 decibels lower. So that was the initial cold start high idle. That's how Mazda how they warm up the catalytic converter faster. So I didn't here. It looks like it's about 80 decibels or so. So I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna rev it a little bit. So I'm gonna rev it up to 3,000 first. I'm gonna hold it there for a few seconds. Then I'm gonna let go. Then I'm gonna rev it up to 4,000. Hold it for a few seconds and let go. Then 5,000. Hold it for a few seconds, then let go. Hear that? It's not that. It's actually not that loud. Huh? It just sounds more raspy. Volume-wise, I don't think it was that loud. At least sitting in the car, it doesn't seem very loud to me. But it is just sitting here in neutral, so there's no load. When there is a load, it is louder. Unfortunately, I don't have any way of connecting my phone up where I can be driving around with the microphone hanging out the back. Maybe one of these days, if I figure that out, I might do that. But as of right now, I don't have that option. So I'm gonna turn off the car. I'm gonna put in the insert without baffle and do the same thing. Okay, so the insert's in, the insert without the baffle. So I'm gonna start it up, let it run for about 30 seconds, a minute or so. Then I'm gonna rev it up. The numbers here, it looks like it's actually a little bit louder than without the insert, at least on the deep reading anyways. But to my ear, it actually sounds quieter to my ear. Basically, it's not as it's not as high pitched, it's a little bit deeper. So if you notice that when I started it, it was slightly deeper than without the insert at all. So if you look at mid 80s decibel versus before without the insert, it was actually around 80 or so, even the upper 70s. That's interesting. but from my ear anyways, it sounds quieter. The frequency is definitely lower pitch, less raspy. Alright, so I'm gonna rev it up. So again, I'm gonna rev it up to 3,000. Hold it there for a few seconds. Let go. 4,000. Hold it there for a few seconds. Let go. 5,000. Hold it there for a few seconds. Let go. Definitely sounded quieter to my ear. I don't know what the decibel reading was, but definitely less raspy and lower pitch than without the insert at all. Alright, so I'm gonna turn off the car, take off that insert, the non-baffle insert, then I'll put in the baffle insert and do the same thing. Okay, baffle insert is in. Let's look at this. What's the screen? It's kind of hard to read now. Maybe it's the angle. It's a bit hard to read, but anyways, so the baffle insert's in. I'm gonna do the same thing. Start it up. Let it sit there for 30 seconds, a minute, then rev it up. Interesting. So dB rating is the same as the insert, non-baffle insert. Sounds slightly quieter to me, just by my ear, and maybe slightly lower pitch too, but I can't tell. I can definitely tell without the baffle at all, but between the regular baffle and the regular insert and the baffled insert, it seems almost the same. Starting it up, it sounded a little bit deeper. Alright, so I'm going to rev it up to say 3,000 for a few seconds, let go, 4,000 for a few seconds, let go, and 5,000 for a few seconds. Alright. Okay, so I gave a little bonus. The last two revs at the end, I just kind of revved up to like 4 or 5,000 real quickly. But you know, it's definitely sounds quieter to me. Less raspy, lower pitch. You know, basically the whatever high pitch that was there without without the baffle or without the insert at all. Most of that higher pitch sound is gone. So this thing basically just eliminates the higher pitch sounds mostly. Volume wise, I don't think it's that much of a difference, you know, in actual volume. It's mainly the frequency of the sound is that at least to my ears anyways. You know, standing here, sitting here. All right, thanks for watching.